What was actually a really touching moment was when they were all talking about the Pulse Nightclub massacre and how a lot of them had, you know, close ties to that. They knew people there. Cynthia Lee Fontaine was supposed to perform that night.
And her friend passed because he was going to see her. She wasn't there. That really got me.
Right.
That's what really got me. Because could you imagine, you know, going to see a friend or a friend going to go see you, and then it just happened to be the wrong night, wrong place, wrong time, and then they lose their life. Yeah. I wonder does she feel any blame for that? You know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I would. Like, you shouldn't. It's not at all your fault, but like, it would be hard to, you know, come to terms with that.
Yeah.
You know.
It brought me all back. It brought all those emotions back. You know.
Yeah.
From that time.
The way that happened was very, especially if you're part of our community, like we are, and like all these queens are, like. You get the sense of feeling like, you know, you lost a brother, you lost a sister, even though you didn't personally know them, you know what I mean?
It could be any single one of us at any time.
And I respected that Drag Race included that the queens talked about the Pulse shooting, and it was,
Because it was devastating to our community. We haven't been used to that, you know, especially us in our younger generation. You know, you didn't see something of that scale. Yeah, there's bullying and hate crimes, but that was such a big, huge massacre that just kind of all caught us at guard and made us realize, like they were saying on the show, we aren't free. Right. We're not treated as equal, and for someone that feel like they can do that,
there's still work that needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One thing that I will say, and I remember Miss Sasha Velour said it on the show, she was like, this was a direct attack on our community, and particularly people of color within our community.
She did say,
She did say that, and I think one of the most frustrating things about this whole thing that happened with Orlando is like, when it all happened, when it transpired, you looked on the news, nobody ever really addressed it as this was an attack on the LGBT community. People were like, oh, it was another terrorist attack. They were trying to tie it to, you know, Muslim extremists and all this other junk and bull crap that everybody likes to pull out of their ass that does not make any sense whatsoever. Nobody wants to accept the fact that this was just some crazy ass dude and it was an attack on our community, period. Nothing else.
And that's what I feel like, you know, when we say our community, there's such strength to that now. Because I feel like before, like, yeah, I saw a gay guy and like, okay, hey girl. But now I feel like this sense of like, I got your back.
Oh yeah.
You know, which we all need to have, because I remember when this went down, I went on my Facebook, none of my family and friends from back home were talking about it. From my hometown, people I grew up with. They didn't want to discuss it. I'm like, really, 51 people passed away and it was not being discussed. But had it been white, straight people, or just straight people, period, it would have been talked about more. And that was what really frustrated me, and it made me realize, like, we do have to have each other's back.
Oh yeah, we do. You know, because especially, you know, because we're in these clubs. You know, and you know me, I'm there every day.
Right.
So it really affected me because I was like, that could be any one of us.
Anytime.
It could be any of the friends we see out. It could be me. It could be you know, any of us. So that's why it really just resonated with everyone in the whole entire place.
But it makes me so thankful for a show like Drag Race, because you have all these queens out there that are pouring their hearts out and they're doing exactly what it is and staying true to themselves, you know, amidst all the crazy stuff that's going on in our country right now. Like, and even from the Orlando shooting, like they, you know, that was the message that they were conveying, is to stay strong. Let's all stay united, but stay true to who you are and keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
And I respected that. Thank you, Drag Race, for including that on that episode.